Oh, really? Oh.
He's made himself a bagel and he's gone, oh, that's a bit much for me.
Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to welcome indie music royalty, Luke and Hugh from the Kooks. Make some noise! Oh my God! This is a really big day for me. A really big day. Can I tell you why?
Go on.
You were the first ever band I saw live.
Oh,
Cambridge
how
Corn
was it?
Cambridge
Was it
Corn
alright?
Exchange. It was amazing.
You must have been underage.
Yeah, it was. My dad took me. yeah, my dad had to take me.
Great.
Yeah, no, it was amazing. So what's life like in the Kooks at the moment then?
Life's great. I mean, mainly at the moment, just trying to go viral on TikTok and meditating.
Crazy.
That's basically 90%.
So no new record or anything like that? Just
Well, that's side part.
yeah.
Just bash that out.
Well, you got this new album, Never Know, right?
We got a new album, Never Know.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
We're very excited about it. The inception of it was I actually had this moment. I was on stage, right? I was singing Oola.
You.
I was on stage. I know, the day job, and I was singing Oola, and I was going. It just really was like super. I was like, this connection, like the words and the music and everything, and I was like, I haven't really. I've been working with so many producers for so long. I was like, I'm just gonna go and sit with a guitar again and just like, see what happens. And I basically spent 5 days at home and I just wrote pretty much the whole album, just like very simply. And then sort of had this sort of vision of like, we should do this ourselves. And I just felt like, maybe as a medicinal thing for myself even, I was like, I just want to write some really positive tunes, which I think the Kooks do well.
We got this song, Sunny Baby.
Yeah.
I mean, that feels positive.
I mean, that was romantic, like 50s pop thing. And yeah, I think it's a lot of chemistry.
Over?
Well, my wife, of course.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and having a family and all that, it's like wholesome.
So, can we talk Never Know?
Yeah.
On a reel?
Yeah. That kind of song really galvanised everyone around it. Everyone in the band loved that song. The soul, the rock and soul kind of thing.
Well, it's
really
a complete
became a hallmark of the album.
expose of who we are at that time, isn't it? It's like a kind of time capsule. I think the new record, it does feel a bit like a wormhole to our kind of nascent beginnings, but also like a bit of a do-over as well. I feel like we kind of had a we were very young at the start. I was 15, 16.
Wow.
You were 18, 19, and...
So weird thinking that, because that is how old I was watching you, and I just never really saw you like that. I just saw you as these just like ready-made rock stars, really.
Yeah.
Luke, I've seen on your Instagram that you love dancing in your hotel room in a robe.
Airy.
Is that oh yeah, that's the after show sort of sweat airing off you and you just releasing the pheromones, is
with
it?
With the right weight of robe.
Like a towel gown. I like kind of... Yeah.
It sounds like this album is going to span generations of Kooks fans. Whether you are brand new or have been there from the very beginning, it's something you can fall in love with just the same way. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise. Luke and Hugh, it's the Kooks, everybody! Come on!
Do we clap?
Yeah, clap. Please welcome the one and only Jade Bird, everybody! Yes! How are you? Where are you in the world?
I'm in LA. I'm doing really good. I'm turning into a cowboy day by day, you know what I'm saying?
Well, you were in Texas, weren't you? Which is prime cowboy territory, so you're just carrying it over to the West Coast. So, this brand new record.
Yes.
How exciting.
I know, I'm really excited.
There's a lot has changed for you in the kind of lead up to the release of this and the writing of this. There's a lot to dive into, right? Can you just kind of, can you paint a picture for us?
Oh gosh, well, I was engaged, now I'm not. And apart from that, there's just been a lot of life changes.
What have you titled it?
Who Wants to Talk About Love?
Who Wants to Talk About Love? Is that a question to yourself or to the world?
Both. It was like, it stemmed from, I had this chat with my mum, and I was kind of like, I was writing certain songs actually about my dad that people weren't really, they were like, oh, another breakup song. And my mum was like, Jade, I think you need to be a bit more honest. I think you need to be a bit more vulnerable. And I'm always like, strong, independent woman. But yeah, and then I was like, you know what? Like, I'm gonna open the floor. I'm gonna actually talk about my upbringing and my relationships and whatever. So
Dreams is one of your big singles.
I had the worst night of my life. I had a really big meltdown sort of episode, and I woke up the next morning and I had this session with this producer called Greg Kirsten, and I have a lot of respect. I mean, he's
Just this producer called Greg Kirsten. Big deal.
People.
Big deal.
I know. He's like a legend, and so I was in my head. My voice was gone. I kind of cut some bruises and whatever, and I was just really, I thought I'd messed everything up in such a big way. And I was searching for inspiration because that's kind of what I do. And I was looking around, and then there was this billboard, and it was like, you know, LA, this is what dreams are made of. And the irony really struck me. Got in the studio, barely could sing, and he starts playing, and it all literally pulled out, so.
Do you have any recurring dreams?
I have one where I'm on stage and I'm sort of inebriated to the point I can't, you know, perform, and everyone's like, boo!
Oh.
That was pretty, you know, I'm like, I just want to give you a good show.
Do you have like none where you're naked or like, and everyone's laughing at you? Welcome to Gonzo! Oh my God, I'm naked! No! Oh God, no! You were a bit psychic, or you are a bit psychic, or you just like the psychic stuff, right?
I like the psychic stuff, yeah. Tarot and star signs at that point. When you're searching for an answer, you look at, you know, you look at different things.
Yeah,
but...
I'm a Libra. So
Same.
what, really?
Yeah, when's your birthday?
24th September.
Oh, on 1st of October.
Oh,
yeah,
see, I'm a Virgo cusp.
Ooh.
Oh.
Oh, it's my mum.
See, I don't really. Oh, really? Oh. What? Yeah. Okay. So I'm cuckoo. So what else?
You know, you got some personality things maybe that are like on the cusp. You know, need resolving.
What?
Maybe you feel on the fence.
Yes, I am on the fence about things. I'm indecisive.
Yeah.
What do you mean? I've got some stuff that needs resolving.
We all do, Jack. We all do, mate.
okay.
We all do.
Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for Jade Bird, everybody! Yay!
We are Getdown Services. I'm Josh.
I'm Ben.
And we're calling you from home in Bristol. We live together in Bristol. Musically, I'd say
Pitbull.
Mr. Worldwide. Daft Punk. We always say Daft Punk. AC/DC. Kylie Minogue. Madonna. Classic pop stuff.
Anything that gets you moving.
You should listen to Dog Dribble.
You should definitely listen to Dog Dribble.
Great song.
When I wrote the song, we were on the road a lot, so we were having the best time ever and doing the thing that we love the most. But those sort of feelings of depression and misery still remain. So it's sort of about balancing those and understanding why.
The chorus of the song, where it says "Big Dog Dribbling," was about noticing that you never see little dogs dribbling. It's only like, you know, the big sort of
Disgusting.
big beefy
Slobbery
dogs,
ones.
the slobbery dogs. So, and I thought it was quite funny that.
I spent about 5 to 7 hours on my PlayStation 4 yesterday playing Skyrim. That's love, and I felt it.
I didn't feel it watching you do that.
To be honest, we're not actually very rock and roll
No,
people. We're actually quite boring. But
For example, right now, to the right, there's a half-eaten bagel that Ben's had to put down because there's a bit too much peanut butter on that for me. do you want to see it?
it's a bit overbearing.
He's made himself a bagel and then he's gone, oh, that's a bit much for me.
It's
That's
nice.
That's about as rock and roll as it gets.
Yeah.
Ben got tattooed by a fan at a gig.
Yeah, that's true. Really hurt.
Yeah.
Really hurt.
It didn't look very hygienic. Just a little smiley face, very small.
You gonna do this?
This is a lovely young lady. What's that? What, you want me to play you? Where would the neck be?
I don't know.
Why can't you look at me?
Get it done. Get it done.